There's also this other side of where people will say, follow your dreams and do all these things. This advice, I think, is almost as bad. First of all, this notion of following your dreams, when you don't know all the stuff that there is out there, how can you possibly follow your dreams? Right? So, one of the things that you'll often hear young people say is, I want to be an artist, I want to be a writer, I want to create music. I get it. There was a time in my life where I wanted to do music too. And I was actually in sort of like a couple of these garage bands, and I used to sing and stuff. And yeah, I mean, I understand. The difficulty there is, at that age, you haven't yet been exposed to other things that you may fall in love with if you knew about them. So, for example, how do you know that you aren't going to immediately love chemical engineering if you never take a chemical engineering course? How do you know you're not going to love formal logic if you don't take a formal logic course, right? But the problem is that at that age, these earlier ages, you don't have the foundation of knowledge yet, and your brain isn't fully formed at, arguably, people say, until about the age of 25, which I realize is a tough pill to swallow if you're a young person. But I can say myself that around that point in my life, I do think my decision making started to get significantly better. I could understand the consequences of my actions, and I'm really glad that my parents stopped me from doing sort of really stupid things when I was a young teenager. So the point is that this idea that do what you love, I think, is potentially just as bad advice when you don't yet know what you love.